Alright, this is part 4 of the video series for T5 version 5.20. And we're now going to go back to the menu here and go over a few things that are changing in the garment catalog. When you come to the garment catalog, and let me just come down here and get like a PC61. For those of you that used Quick Quote either 3.2, 4.0, in that we used to have the base to customer settings. And in T5, we quit using that because initially T5 was designed to be targeted at the promotional products industry, and they didn't really need to be able to do that so much. But T5 has become extremely popular with garment decorators that do the actual decorating. So we put the base to customer back in. Now, it doesn't calculate yet. It doesn't actually affect any of the pricing. But the reason that we went ahead and put it back in on 5.20 is so that you can get everything kind of tuned up the way you want it. Currently, the way the pricing works is it'll take whatever price you have over here in your cost, and it applies the markups to it or margin to it based on the settings that you have over in the matrix. So, for example, if you were doing 100 shirts and you were on a specific quantity breakpoint level, let's say you had that at 50% margin, which is the same thing as 100% markup, then that's what's going to happen here is you're going to take and basically mark these up by 100%. But there are times when you may want to control the markup on the garments a little bit better. And so if you're satisfied with the way it's currently marking it up, when these numbers over here on the base to customer actually start coming into play, and that should be like in version 5.21, you want to go ahead and set the base markup percentages to 0 across there, so that you'll end up with the exact same prices in there, and knock the estimated shipping per garment out, and you'll end up with the same value in there. Now, when you first come into the catalog, you're going to notice that in your case, all of the base to customer values will be blank. Unless you change something in here, like change a price or whatever, and then save it, these are going to remain blank. So we've got this recalculate catalog here. What that'll do is it will go ahead and pull the information that is currently in your garment catalog and perform the calculations to fill these fields in. Then you'll need to just kind of view them and see if that's what you want. You should only have to use the recalculate catalog button one time, and that should take care of everything for you. So, like I said, just kind of wanted to go over that. Right now, it's not going to play into the actual pricing, but it should play. We should have that in 5.21, where it starts playing back in there. So there again, if you're satisfied with, you absolutely must come in and recalculate catalog to get all these filled in before you upgrade to 5.21 and then try to price something, because it's going to think you didn't pay anything for the shirts. So you hit the recalculate. That will take and go ahead and fill in all these fields that are needed. If you want to charge the exact same, if you want to start your markup over based on the markup percentages or margin percentages that you have in the matrix, you're going to just go ahead and set all these to 0 over here, the shipping and all these markups to 0. Recalculate the catalog, and the prices will be the same across. Where this can come in handy on some things is you may want to do that on regular t-shirts. You say that, hey, it's working out fine, I don't need to do anything, but you've got a specialty t-shirt that costs a little bit more, and so you want to bump that margin up, or that markup up, that you're getting off those shirts. You can set that particular style and bring up some more uh, markup on them. The other thing that we've added in here is the duplicate. Now, typically when you would duplicate a record, which would be in this case the PC61, you wouldn't be allowed to have the same style number. But some vendors use the same style number, so it's very possible that you're going to have a style number that's the same in one vendor's catalog versus another vendor's catalog. So when you duplicate this, you're going to get a notice that says the duplicated record has focus. If you need to change the style number because you just duplicated it so you wouldn't have to fill out a bunch of other fields in here, then you go ahead and change your style number before you save it. So you just kind of want to let you know that. Some people could use a duplicate button, some won't. The other thing too is if you're doing a new install of T5 with version 5.20, when you come over, we moved the images over here. When you come over to the images, they're not going to show in there for the catalog. You're going to get the no image deal. SanMar's policies really don't allow us to include the images in the install package. So we've got the how to install SanMar images on the help documents, and if you got a SanMar account, you can go there, follow the instructions, get them and install them to where T5 will then pull them up there. And those images are just for reference. That's all they're there for. So anyway, that should take care of this segment, and we'll go on into some of the other things that are changing elsewhere in the next video.